تليفوني ما فماش يخرجوا لي على حاجه يستخدمها.
Hey everyone, today we continue our journey once again at the Citadel of Salah El-Din. In today's vlog, we're taking you to a whole new world of grandeur and power, from magnificent palaces to luxurious carriages, and the evolution of the Egyptian army and its weapons throughout history. Don't forget, a step with Nouri is always a journey into the heart of Egypt. Let's start our tour with full excitement. Check out this amazing entrance. That's the entrance to the Egyptian Military Museum, one of the most important museums in the citadel of Salah el-Din, which tells the story of the Egyptian army throughout the ages. Look at that statue in the middle. That's a statue of Ibrahim Pasha from the family of Muhammad Ali Pasha, a true hero in Egyptian history. Hold on, before we enter the military museum, let's take a moment to admire these incredible exhibits. Here we have a collection of tanks and military aircraft that represent part of modern Egyptian army history. And here we have a collection of aircraft developed to meet the needs of the Egyptian armed forces. The MiG-21 aircraft from the Soviet Union entered the Egyptian Air Force service in 1969 and participated in the War of Attrition and the 1973 war. This is called the amphibious carrier, used in the 1973 war against Israel.
هو دخول المتحف من هنا ولا انتوا خارجين؟ خرجنا. اما الدخول دخلتوا من الناحية التانية؟ شو متأكدة؟ طبعا وهم خرجتوا.
MashaAllah, look at these tanks. They were used in both defensive and offensive operations, and some were even used to carry food and supplies. This anti-aircraft gun was used in the 1948 and 1956 wars. bomb from Germany weighs 300 kilograms and was used in World War II. This is called the Russian bulldozer, used to build trenches in the 1973 war. And this is the model of the soldiers who took part in the Great October victory, reflecting the bravery and sacrifice of the Egyptian army in a battle that changed history. And this is the statue of the late President Anwar Sadat, and here is another one of the late President Gamal Abdel Nasser, who led Egypt during its most challenging times. These leaders showed the world what courage and determination really mean.
امال بيدخلوا منين؟ بس انا شفت الناس دخلوا من هنا.
ما انا خدت بالي منهم.
يعني انت قاعد لهم يعني؟
عندك طيارات دي بس ممنوع لحد الشروق.
امال بيصوروا ازاي؟
بيصوروا من بره كده من الناس كده واقفه على الارض وحاجات. العيال بتخش تلعب فيها فهم بيلفوها كده يدوها العالم بتموت. احنا بقى نيجي عليهم.
خلاص ماشي.
When I left the place, imagine my surprise when I found out that entry was actually forbidden. I didn't know because I saw people inside and no one said anything to them. Now, as we head towards the military museum, you'll see on the left a collection of historical statues representing the most prominent military leaders in Egypt's history, like King Mina, also known as Narmer, who united the two lands and etched his name in history with golden letters. It was ruled around 3200 to 3000 BC. This is the King Ahmose, who expelled the Hyksos from Egypt. He ruled from 1570 to 1545 BC, founding the 18th dynasty and began the new kingdom of ancient Egypt. On the right, you'll find displays showing the history of Egyptian army from the pharaonic to the Islamic and modern periods. These are models of cannons used during the era of Muhammad Ali Pasha. Let's head inside and see the magnificence firsthand. As you know, video recording isn't allowed inside, only photos. This is the Jewel Palace. Look at the beautiful corridors and the luxurious decorations on the first floor. This is where political negotiations between rulers used to take place. This is a model of the ancient Egyptian army. We move to the first floor of the military museum, which gathers weapons and exhibits showcasing the strength of the Egyptian army through the ages. Here, you'll find weapons from all periods, from swords and shields of the Mamluk era to modern weapons. The first section in the museum showcases the pharaonic era, displaying tools and weapons used by the ancient Egyptian army to defend their land, including bows, swords, and magical-looking shields. This is a war chariot used by military commanders, and this screen explains how it was made. Then we move on to the Islamic era, highlighting the army's role in Islamic conquests, with displays of the armor and swords used in those battles. Look at these swords that soldiers used in battles. It's like watching a chapter of history come to life before your eyes. This is the room of the Islamic conquest of Egypt, followed by Islam in Al-Andalus. And over here is the entrance to the Jewel Palace, built by Muhammad Ali Pasha in the 19th century in 1814 to be a luxurious royal residence that makes anyone who enters feel the power and beauty of the kings of the past. Now, check out the second floor of the palace. It's filled with golden decorations and royal furniture that reflect the lavish life the ruling family enjoyed. In simple terms, this palace tells us a story of grandeur and luxury. This flag was the first flag of Egypt during the era of Muhammad Ali Pasha. At that time, Muhammad Ali wasn't ruling just Egypt, he was also the ruler of Sudan, the Levant, Hijaz, Crete, and parts of Libya and Yemen. These are medals belonging to King Farouk. This is the room of Khedive Ismail, the grandson of Muhammad Ali Pasha. He was Khedive of Egypt and Sudan and received this title in 1967. By the way, the title Khedive means a rank higher than a governor but lower than a king. These are the royal carriages used by the royal family for official occasions, made of gold with intricate engravings. They symbolize the life of elegance they lived. After that, we transition to the modern era, focusing on the army's role in contemporary wars like the 1948 war, the October War of 1973, and the War of Attrition, along with display of planes and tanks that participated in those battles. And here we are now inside the Air Force Hall. These are parts of Israeli aircraft that were shot down after our victory in the 1973 war. These are details of the 1973 war and how military tactics were a crucial part of Egypt's history. Then we move to the Naval Forces Hall from the ancient era. This museum was established in 1937 and then moved to its current location inside the Citadel in 1949. It features a variety of exhibits, including weapons, military uniforms, and equipment used throughout history. It's not just a museum, it's a story walking right in front of you. And here we see the development of the Egyptian Navy in the modern era. And finally, we move to the Egyptian Paratroopers Hall. And that wraps up today's vlog. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Stay tuned for the final vlog at the Citadel of Salah el-Din. Salam!